thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
All right. Getting things started here. We got 15 seconds. If you guys are in the chat, let me know. Love to see who is here tonight. I'm gonna do some live commentary over our newest edited video. Sorry. Here we go.
We'll see that one on the video.
Katie, no surprise, biggest stack of the day.
Don't make sure to not edit that one out.
We ended up having our second place. John, 103. But we can't forget about our two newest players and the two shortest stacks at the table, Frank and Mark. Interesting to see if they can run up first place finish tonight.
Katie first.
I think I just folded your double up.
Actions to Katie.
You need 4,000 4 and 4.
But most of the time, I start the final table with the big
Around to
stacks.
Peter here.
Time it out.
Ran into pocket four.
Oh.
Chris makes the call. Blinds
An
are
all in
down
to
to
54,000.
4,000 with a 4K big blind ante. Noah shoves all in here for 54K with pocket sixes. John, unbelievable. Pocket sevens on the button. Although that all in is pretty much a third of his stack. He's got 3 players behind him, including Peter. Pretty tough call here with pocket sevens. I mean, you know, you never know what your players behind are going to do, but
Sorry.
you know, especially about an all-in here, right to your right, it's, you know, we see Noah, I mean, he's not too far behind, you know, John. I mean, he's only got the pocket sixes, but pocket sevens, John's probably trying to think what kind of range Noah would have here. Noah is, you know, hovering around that 10 big blind mark.
Fold.
And he folds. John ends up folding pocket sevens on the button. And Chris, ace queen suited on the small blind. He's got 69K behind. Got the home game parrot. Thought I edited out most of those screeches. Doesn't look like I got all of them. Oh god. Because that's not annoying for the viewers. Unbelievable. Chris calls. Got ourselves an all-in.
No, I just called it. I didn't go all in. I just called it.
Yep, all good. And Chris folds.
I mean, Peter's in a weird spot here with fours too. You don't want to be in a multi-way pot with a small pocket pair like that.
I saw him. I'm probably behind, but
Oh, thank you, Heather. I will.
Okay. Pocket sixes.
Drop that down a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Chris is going to need an ace or a queen or a jack now. He does not get it. Noah gets a nice little double up that ends up putting him in 4th place with 120K. Although that means Chris now is down to 4 big blinds. He's the shortest stack at the table.
Sorry, I got worried because it screws everything up. Alright, so all in 3,000.
And Dan gets pocket nines, early position, shoves all in for 33K. Some of these short stacks are basically in shove or fold situations. Chris winds up with pocket kings now on the button, although he's a very short stack. It's like Craig here folds a small blind. And Katie quickly calls. She has ace-king suited. A 3-way all-in now.
Kings?
I mean, Katie still has an ace as a card. She's not completely card dead here. Dan is looking for a 9. Really, pretty much all he's going to be running to here. Flop doesn't really help anybody. A gut shot now, possibility for Katie. Unbelievable! On the river, Katie hits a 4-card straight. Chris, the good old glasses throw, looks absolutely disgusted. Some bad luck at this tournament in the final table. First 2 hands on this final table.
I can't do anything else.
Yeah, right. No, the poker happened.
Poor Chris. I mean, you do what you can. You know, he lost 2 unfortunate situations, and that's just poker, ladies and gentlemen.
I folded king queen on that one.
I'm not mad. No, I understand.
King queen.
Wow.
You had king. You had.
Gets his ace queen suited busted with a coin flip, and gets his pocket kings busted. Chris gives Katie a little, knocks her stack over a little bit. A little bit of revenge.
It looks okay, Dave.
Does it look okay? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to.
It's still recording.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have to check the
I'm gonna
angles
stay
out.
here and wait.
See what we got here. Jeremy's in the big blind. He's been a known defender of his big blind. Both Mark and Frank are looking for a better time to shove their stack in. It's getting folded around to Craig now.
Thick and stiff.
Has 7-6 offsuit. He folds. Got Katie versus Jeremy. A little history between these two. Both players enjoy fighting for their pots.
Yeah, but I was scared that you would have been re-raising anyways.
It's like Jeremy has the best hand here with queen high. Both players don't really hit anything. Neither player has a heart either, with 3 hearts out on the board.
Two other players.
Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of action here. Jeremy's got the best hand with queen high. Katie's just going to give it to him. Just a blind versus blind plot anyway.
Got your hand already. Button. Or is the button good?
Button's on Katie.
See, Katie's now 344k, the biggest stack at the table. 34% of the chips at the table. There's always a big stack. Always a big stack coming at this table. Like Peter here, ace-4 suited. Just flat calls, the 4k.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm looking forward to this.
Noah bumps it up to 15k with ace-king suited.
They always did it as like a 330 with the $20 add-on. for the deal.
Don't worry, that parrot ends up going upstairs soon. Timeout time for the parrot.
It was balanced, so like a third of the price
Peaking the audio for the viewers.
made it.
Don't worry, we just got that on camera.
There's no bounty.
Oh, it's not a bit.
No.
Oh, I thought it was okay.
Looks like Mark calls and Peter calls. Mark only has 4k behind.
But that's just
One big blind.
Options mark.
players that plus speak to you.
Like he checks.
Check.
Peter checks. Peter's got a gut shot with a backdoor heart draw. Noah hit top pair. Relatively dry board for Noah.
That is 16,000.
Fires out 16k. Mark puts his last 4k in. Just gonna hope for the best here.
Ace king.
Noah's got him crushed though. Gonna be looking for running straights or running pairs.
Okay, Mark.
Does not get it. Mark is our first elimination, or second elimination, sorry, of the night. Forgot about Chris. Second elimination. Noah picks up a nice little good size pot there. 160k now. Second in chips now. John's moved down to third place. Lines look like they're still 2k, 4k. With a 4k big blind ante.
Sorry, I'll deal with it. This is more important at the moment. Poop and wash it. It's a call.
It's like Noah calls here. 10-9 suited. Nice little hand to go see a flop with.
Yeah.
Folded around to Katie. 7-4 suited. Let's it go. Jeremy on the button.
That is 14.
Ace queen off suit makes it 14k. Gets folded around to Noah,
Call.
who's going to continue. It's Jeremy's ace.
Options here.
Noah hits absolutely nothing. And then maybe some backdoor draws. That's about it. Jeremy fires out a continuation bet. 22k. Noah just lets it go.
Rate my dues. You good?
Jeremy's sitting around 144k. Not far behind
How
Noah
do you fold?
or John. It's still anybody's tournament.
Yes, sir.
No. Okay.
Actions to John here with a little dirty diaper. He folds. Craig's got the nice 10-9 suited now. It's in hearts though. And he folds.
Oh, wow.
Looks like it's getting folded around to Peter. Peter got a walk on the big blinds. Sure, he doesn't mind. Nothing like getting some free chips.
It's like right where your like love handle, I guess, is. Right there. It's the weirdest.
It's like action is to John here, and he folds.
I'm usually an issue.
No, it could be the cards. The cards could have went. Which is unusual. Checked everything.
Actions to Katie now. He's got the 7-4 suited again.
So the internet, of course, says I can't.
This is 8.
Decides to min bet.
Oh, the terminal guy.
He's getting folded around to Noah, who ends up making the call, defending here with ace-8 offsuit.
The other guy was needing 3 cards by his hand.
I'm not sure. It could be anything. So you called?
Ooh, there's a pair of 8s for Noah. Katie completely missed. See what kind of story she's going to tell. Fires out a continuation bet, 10K. Noah gonna think his bottom pair is good. Decides to see another card, makes the call. There's Katie's 7. Still not better than Noah's pair of 8s though. Although it gives Katie a chance.
That's 25.
She has 5 outs, needs a 7 or a 4, as we can see at the top right. Fires out a 25K bet. Gonna continue her story. Noah might be thinking that she could be on some draws. Or just not believe Katie at all. There's the check mark for Noah. See what he does here. Katie decides to give up. Shows the pair of 7s. Figured she had a little bit of showdown value. But it's not better than Noah's pair of 8s. Noah takes down that 92K pot. Puts Noah now in second place. 191K. 19% of the chips at the table. Katie's still hovering around that 30%. So she's not going to get involved with the ace-3. Gets folded around to the blinds. Noah, 4-2 suited. He calls. John checks behind. Blind versus blind pot. John's actually got Noah crushed here. Noah's only running 2 a 2, and we can see that one of them is grayed out, meaning that one of them was folded. John's gonna win that pot.
He's deaf as well, so
Nope.
he didn't.
I just been bowling with him my whole life. I don't, okay.
Frank decides now is the time, shoves all in, 21K.
All in for 21,000. I'm trying to figure something over here.
Actions to Peter now, ends up with ace-jack, offsuit. And he makes the call. Could this be it for Frank?
Mark your cards.
He's going to be in rough shape. With Peter having him crushed. Has the better ace. Craig with king-jack offsuit. Not too much more for him. 15K for him to
Gonna
call.
make it 2 against 1.
Try to make it a Frankie there. Jericho.
Looks like he's going to join the party. And he's checking blinds with a good stare at Peter, indicating that he probably wants to check it down. Peter checks behind.
See ya.
No. Peter's ace-jack
You are
is
good.
going to be the best hand. Frank ends up getting eliminated. I believe he's in 7th place now. Or 8th? No, 6th place.
Yeah, Frank, nice seeing
That's
you.
all I did.
Yeah, no problem. Welcome.
Forgot about poor Dan that got eliminated with the pocket king hand. Lost with his
You're gonna
nines.
have a good angle and a bad angle.
Now the players are all kind of sitting at a relatively good stack. Blinds have gone up though, 3,000, 6,000 with a 6,000 big blind ante. Noah ends up waking up with ace jack offsuit.
That's
Makes it 15K.
Bets 15.
and the fold is a fold.
Craig with king 9 offsuit. So you're gonna want to play in the small blind. He folds. Katie with the queen 9. The big stack at the table. She's not going to go anywhere. She defends. Nothing for anybody. Pretty dry board. Katie has a queen of clubs, so she does have the backdoor club draws. 2 doesn't really help anybody, but we can see that Katie's really only running to 3 outs. There's only 2 queens and 1 9 left in the deck. She's going to try to take a stab at it, though.
That's 12.
Fires out 12K. Nice little feeler bet. See where Noah's at.
Serious.
Noah's not going anywhere, though. Katie needs that queen or a 9. Does not get it. Is she going to take another stab at this pot? She is. She's going for chips. Fires out 35K. Going to put Noah in a really tough spot. He only has ace high here. Ace high with a jack kicker. Probably thinking Katie probably just hasn't hit that flop at all. Thinking his ace high might actually be good here. We know it is. But can he make the correct call on the river? He does. He makes the call. Unbelievable. He calls Katie with ace high. Noah ends up taking down that pot, 133K pot. Katie's bluff did not get through. Noah is now the biggest stack at the table, 258K. That knocks Katie down to second place.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really a better way.
It felt like a volleyball.
Katie figured that was the only time or only chance she was going to have to win that pot. Decided to go for it.
Options to here first.
You can't blame her there. I'm sure we've all done it. Great call from Noah, though.
Oh,
It's like Katie versus Jeremy, blind versus blind again. Neither player hits that flop. Goes check, check. They're going to check it down again. Katie decides no. Fires out a little bet. Makes Jeremy fold. Pair of sixes. We're good there. Katie was really putting her big stack to use. Noah now. Ace 10 offsuit.
We're gonna actually no first.
Is that a raise?
Fires out 15K.
15,000.
Scary.
I get folded around to Craig. Let's go with his Jack 2. Katie, Ace Queen.
Oh, sorry.
Jeremy folds out a turn. Ace Queen offsuit for Katie now on the button.
We raised to 40.
Makes it 40K. Nice little 3-bet. I'm actually curious to know if Noah's going to get rid of it here. He's been making some pretty good reads on Katie. Is he going to think he's actually beat? Or is he going to want to go see a flop? No, he makes the correct fold. Wow. Folds to Katie's 3-bet.
gotta get some of
That
those.
knocks Katie back up to her first place spot. You can see Craig is the shortest stack at the table with 15 big blinds. Peter's sitting around 20 big blinds. Still a playable stack. Actions to John.
John first.
Nice ace-7 suited. See if he's going to play with this.
Bet at 16.
Fires out a bet of 16. They fold it around to Jeremy on the button. Ends up with ace-10 suited of hearts. Got John crushed. And we've seen that Craig folded 2 diamonds.
Heads up.
The odds John's going to get his diamonds are
Check.
a little bit less now. But is that going to matter? He hits a gut shot straight. Both John and Jeremy are checking it to the river. I'm not going to go after this pot. John decides to take a stab at it, makes it 16. Jeremy folds. John makes Jeremy fold there. John with the worst hand. That little bet put Jeremy in a weird spot. It's not like it was a massive pot anyway. Moving into the next hand. Got Craig here, folds the 8-7 offsuit. Actions to Jeremy, and 9-6 suited. Looks like he's gonna start playing.
Bet is 20.
Makes it 20k. Relatively large bet. Gets everybody folds. He wins the blinds. I'm sure he's happy with that. It's folded around to Noah. Flat calls on the button with King 9 suited. John calls with 7-3 offsuit. Craig's got the King 9. It's like he's going with some raising chips.
3 is separate though.
Yeah. Alright, that is 41.
Makes it 41. This is the first pot I think we've really seen Craig get involved in. Certainly the first pot I think I've seen him raise. Giving him the respect. He wins those blinds.
We need a lot of low terms. Maybe.
Got a Craig versus Katie now. Craig's got ace-2.
Call.
Just flat calls on the small blind. Katie checks with the King-2. Either player really hits anything. A couple backdoor draws. We see that Katie's only running to 1 out though. She only has 1 king left in the deck.
Bet is 6.
Craig fires out a 1 big blind bet. Makes it 6k. Looks like Katie's gonna continue. Must be a non-believer. Craig's ace high. It's the best hand.
26.
Craig fires out 26 here. That's a nice size bet, I think. I can't see Katie doing anything, but she's surprised me before. And she folds. Craig wins that pot. Craig is slowly moving up. Not far behind Peter now. 19 big blinds, over 20 big blinds.
Actually, Peter.
Peter now with ace-10 offsuit. Looks like he makes it 12k. Nice little min bet. It's folded around to Jeremy, who is known to defend his big blind. He does. He calls with king 7 off. There's Jeremy's king. Although Peter has a club draw, backdoor club draw with the ace of clubs. Peter fires out a continuation bet of 16, and Jeremy calls. Ooh, there's the third club. Peter has the ace of clubs. Jeremy doesn't want to see a club.
That's 25.
Jeremy firing out a 25k value bet. Peter folds though. If you guys are in the chat, say hello. Love to know who's here. As well as don't forget to like the video as well. That does help us push this out to more people, and it would be much appreciated. And if you're new here, welcome. Ooh, John. He has ace jack suited. Looks like he min bets to 12k. It's folded around to Jeremy in the small blind. Makes the call with ace 4 offsuit. Peter continues with 9-8 suited.
I haven't suited.
I always love the suited connectors. Although unfortunately it didn't really hit too much there. Jeremy's hit the bottom pair. John's gonna continuation bet.
That is 16.
16k bet. Looks like Jeremy ended up calling.
16 again.
John firing out 16k. Shady Rounder, the first like. Thank you very much. There we go.
This is my bet.
Yeah.
Jeremy's pair of fours is still the best hand. Jeremy calls John's turn bet as well.
For the sake of going quicker.
Jeremy wins that pot. Slowly, Jeremy is slowly moving up to the big stack. He's not far behind the other two now. Noah and Katie.
Just call for your one time.
For that, isn't it?
John.
Heather, hey peeps, who's all watching the game? How has the action been? The action has been great. We've seen quite a few all-ins already. Some of the short stacks. Some crazy hands. Katie with ace-10 suited now. Wow, this action, everybody's been getting some hands here. Although it only wins her the blinds, but those antes are going to be nice. We look at our VPIP here. Noah and Katie are both sitting at 40%.
I hit an 8.
Jeremy's sitting at 35. Everyone else is sitting around 25%.
Right first.
No surprise to see the biggest stacks at the table having the higher VPIP. Blinds have gone up now, 4,000, 8,000, with a 4,000 big blind ante. Because we are six-handed,
For 74,000.
the ante gets cut in half. Jeremy makes it 18k. Peter shoves behind with ace-10 suited. And he lets it go. Jeremy making the correct fold.
There's always a way.
Shady, thanks for the recent video on the steps of running a live stream. No problem. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The hands are great, and so is Dave. Aw, thank you, Heather. You're so kind.
That is 17.
Katie, King Jack offsuit. Makes it 17k. Looks like it gets folded around to Craig on the big blind. 6-5 suited. He folds. See, winning those blinds and antes help a lot. Moved Katie. First place finish now, or first place spot, 286k. Picking up those blinds and antes are crucial. It's like Craig, Jack 4 offsuit on the small blind. Looks like he's grabbing chips though. Looks like he's gonna try to make something happen. Decides to flat call. Katie with 6-3 checks behind. There's a pair of fours for Craig. Katie hit bottom pair. Craig firing out 15K. Katie calls. Ooh, pair of 10s on the board. Craig quickly grabs chips. Throws it out on the board there. We got 30K. Katie's trying to put it together. Wondering if he actually has a 10. Asks herself, I'm sure, if... would he be doing that with a 10 in that spot?
Well,
Doesn't believe him. King on the river. Craig continues his story. Shoves all in. 53K. Katie, I'm sure, is a little bit unfamiliar with Craig. Doesn't have too much information on him.
that's probably the best thing about the tablet.
Katie giving it some thought. Shady in the chat. I've only been watching for a short time, but Katie is a tournament beast. Yes, she has. She is probably, I think she has won the most tournaments, even the most film tournaments at this location, so it's a crazy call. It says 10 people are watching, need 10 likes. You're right. Thank you, Shady. If you guys are new here, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more poker content. This is a brand new stream, brand new poker content. Looks like Katie folds. Looks like Craig was kind of hinting to her that he wanted a call from her. It moves Craig. He's got 20 big blinds now, up to the middle of the pack. It's pretty much anybody's game here. All it takes is one big hand to change the tides of this tournament. Peter flat calls with ace-3 offsuit. Craig's got ace-6 suit. Ace-6 offsuit on the button.
You watching that hand, Ron?
That's fine.
See, I can get lucky.
I still wish I would have made a short about that one where I went runner against his bomb straight.
Big blind, you're small blind.
Oh, I
So
have
Katie's
not
in the
around
small
to
blind.
touch any of that yet.
At first, live stream cash.
Yeah, that's good.
That was less than 3%.
Call and a check, right? Okay.
Jeremy defends. Jack-3.
The bomb. He is bombed a straight with a straight flush.
There's a pair of 8s for Katie with top pair.
Non-speed straight.
Neither player's really hit anything. Peter has a little bit of a gut shot, as well as an overcard there with the ace.
You hit 2 of your 4.
No, exactly.
2 doesn't really help anybody.
2 of 6, but yeah.
That's 10. Well,
Eliminating spades.
Katie firing out a value bet.
8, and then if you
10K.
Oh, okay, right.
but you still
Yeah.
2 out of 6
Peter
cards.
said it's low enough. I want to see that river card. Is it going to be a 5 or an ace?
Sorry.
Jeremy's jack, but he folded. Katie's pair of 8s is the best hand and has the check mark. Fires out another value bet. 15K now. Peter was a non-believer, makes the call with ace high. Gonna get the bad news. Katie's 8 is the best hand.
I'm gonna get you out of there.
Heather, where's my like button? Yeah, it should be right under the video.
I don't think that's what
Or if you're watching it on the phone, it should be under the video as well.
it didn't look like it, but
maybe we can swap. Anyway,
it's not gonna matter. We can hold it anyway.
maybe like
Action stick Craig,
Well,
sitting here in his KK poker swag.
the camera though, it like matched my other card, and then it's like I folded my pocket pair.
yeah.
Could look that way.
Yeah. Pocket aces.
It's like Jeremy and Peter, blind versus blind. Hard to hit and a little sticky. They're hard to spread.
That's 10.
There was a guy on
Jeremy fires out a little
TV catch game.
bet.
High stakes deal on
Gets Peter to fold. Jeremy takes down that pot. Aggression is going to win this tournament. Look at our pre-flop raising here. Katie and Jeremy both sitting at 24%. They've done the most pre-flop raises. Craig is the lowest at 4%. I think we've only seen him 3-bet, I think, one hand pre-flop.
We're good.
Actually, no, it wasn't a 3-bet. It was just a regular bet pre-flop. Katie ends up walking away from the table and has pocket aces. Oh my, no. Craig is taking a look at it. Passes it over to John. John mucks it into the middle. That's something that I didn't notice at the table. It's certainly not, that's not good. It does give quite a bit of tells that she had a good hand, so probably have to nip that one on the butt next time. But Katie folding the pocket aces.
Pocket aces. I swear to God, no, where I let him look at it. I'm like, I gotta let somebody see this. When I looked at it, 2 black aces, I'm like, here, just take a look at this. And he looks and he's like, I'm like, poor Katie.
Hey, maybe she could smoke it.
I had time to go inside.
It'll be,
You know what? Shave got action.
Yep, you're right.
Jeremy raised, I guess.
Not a good time to go for a smoke. Getting those pocket aces.
You would've got action back for you.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, God.
Did Peter retire his Toronto Maple Leafs hat for the Bruins? Maybe. I'll have to ask that next time I see him.
player lead.
This is why you don't smoke, kids.
What a bad time for a bathroom break. So do we tell her or we
So
don't
she's
tell her?
holding, right?
Do we let her see what's the street?
That's 20.
Jeremy, King 7 suited, and makes it 20K.
Tell she fold aces. Maybe I gotta believe.
Noah Ace King offsuit. Looks like he's just gonna flat call here, out of position.
Don't believe what we had told you.
John's gonna call in the big blinds. Queen 10.
He had raised, too. And nobody called, though.
There's Noah's king. Jeremy hits a king as well.
Not the first time.
Noah slow plays it. Jeremy's gonna think he has the best hand here. Fires out 25K. This is gonna be a tough spot for Jeremy to get out of. Noah just flat calls.
Right, I should've.
Might be trying to get use Jeremy's aggression against himself. See what Noah's gonna do here. He does have first option.
Sorry, options no.
He's gonna grab chips though.
That's 35.
35K bet. Jeremy's not going anywhere.
As long as we put our curtain over it, it's gonna show on this TV anyway.
Yes.
The 8 is gonna give Noah the check mark. Imagine he's probably thinking about how much he can bet to get Jeremy to call. 184K in this pot already. Noah's only got 114K behind.
It says 117,000.
Shoves all in.
So yeah, 136. Again, no, tablet and stuff.
Jeremy counting out
Anytime
his
I
chips.
say a number on the tablet, just take it as like a
That's
yeah.
approximation,
Yeah.
not a
It's pretty
confirmation.
much it.
Yeah.
But he did so well with mine earlier.
Looks like Jeremy's really giving it some consideration here. I mean, he does have top pair. There's a pair of 6s on the board.
That is true.
Does he think he's out-kicked with his 7? Well, I mean, the 8 on the board plays for Jeremy, but... You know, Noah did play it like he had a busted draw on the river. So you can't blame Jeremy for making a call here. Really giving it some consideration. See on our little chart right above Noah's hand showing all of the action that happened on this flop. So pre-flop there was a 20K bet. Noah called. Check on the flop, bet 25, Noah called. Turn, Noah bets 35K.
I believe that's what it was.
Jeremy calls.
You wanna count it?
Does look like a flush draw. or some sort of busted draw. Unless Noah's trying to play it like he had a 6. That's also a possibility. Imagine Jeremy's probably not thinking he has ace-king behind.
114.
That's the problem with playing a little bit aggressive. You get yourself into some weird spots. You have to have a really good confidence in your reads to be able to, you know, to possibly get away from situations exactly like this, which is a very tough spot. Jeremy is just reading that Noah is bluffing here, which I can't blame him at all. Although it's pretty much his entire stack. I think it says here he's 136k. Jeremy calls. Jeremy looks disappointed.
Since you're gonna see it anyways.
Still in this tournament though, a chip in a chair. We've seen people come back from shorter stacks
I am not getting any hands.
and cash in this tournament.
Hitting everything.
See Jeremy sitting at 2 big blinds, Peter sitting around 7, John's at 9. That's why it's so important to go after those blinds and antes. Jeremy shoves it in. He's got pocket 3s though. A great hand. Noah's got ace queen. Imagine he's not going anywhere. Nice little coin flip situation for Jeremy to get back in this tournament. Noah 3-bets to 50. Trying to isolate here.
22.
Oh, there's Jeremy's 3. Wow, that puts Noah in really bad shape now. Although he needs a 2 now. Does not get it. Noah ends up doubling Jeremy up. Jeremy's now sitting around the same stack as Peter. Peter is now the shortest stack at the table, only by 1,000 though.
I've seen Paul come back from half big blind before. So. Oh shoot, man, where's the blinds?
Wouldn't that be something to see Jeremy come back and win this tournament with such a short stack?
Close games because he has to take vacation because he always works weekends.
Oh, that's true.
You gonna let us hold your aces?
Looks like the graphics didn't read most of people's hands there, but
Katie checks.
we got the ones who are in the pot, so that's what's important.
Catch up.
Playing night.
Looks like it's just a blind versus blind. And blinds are now up to 5,000, 10,000 with a 5,000 big blind ante. Katie firing out a 10k bet. Craig's just gonna let it go.
Be careful this time. I can't really tell you what to hit at.
That was Jeremy's one time. You may be right.
Cause the white hair a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Right?
That's
Oh, he's in the big blind now. It's gonna be tough. He's sitting around 6 big blinds. Peter folds the pocket 2s. Looks like he's gonna wait for another time to put his stack in. Jeremy asking Katie for a walk. I don't think that's gonna happen. Not with her stack. Katie calls. There's Katie's king. Katie fires out a bet. Jeremy just folds. He wanted that walk desperately. Look at our aggression frequency here. Katie and Jeremy both sitting around 47%. The two most aggressive players at the table. Noah's sitting at 30%. There's John. John shoves it in.
74,000.
74K. Ace King offsuit. You can't pick a better time than this. Can he fold it around to Jeremy? Is Jeremy just gonna put it in here? He's crushed though.
74.
50, 60, 74 is correct.
He folds. Peter's got ace queen suited. He's got to put it in here, and he does. Okay, good. Whew.
How much?
It was 44, I think. But if you just flip them, we'll figure it out.
53,
Oh, because it's, yeah. Because,
All right, we got ourselves an all-in situation. Ace king versus ace queen suited. Oh, there's the pair of aces for both player. The king kicker, though. Peter is only looking for a queen now. He does not get it.
Okay, man.
Peter ends up getting eliminated. I believe it's 5th place.
Doing a bubble?
A 5th place finish.
Or no bubble? 20 bucks per spot?
Or no, that would be 6th place finish.
$20 each for the
Now we are on the money bubble. We pay top 4 spots.
yeah, it was nice meeting you. Appreciate you coming.
Players are negotiating to pay out the bubble. Usually they'll throw an extra 20 bucks to the bubble, but that's up to the players, of course.
all in.
Jeremy shoves all in. Ace 4 suited.
$40,000. I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure if they actually made a deal for the bubble, but I'm sure Jeremy's ecstatic about that.
Give it 4.
Noah makes the call. Jeremy's tournament life at risk. We'll see if Shady was right. Did Jeremy use his one time?
Let's see more stones there.
Noah's got a ton of outs. Wow, he does not get it. Jeremy ends up doubling up. A well-needed double up. 85K pot. See, Dan Gauguin's in the chat.
Someone else do it.
Nothing you can do there if you're Peter. You are correct. Sometimes you just gotta let the cards fly.
Options to price.
It's under 10 big blinds there. Katie with 10-8 suited. Jeremy shoves all in, and he's got ace queen. Wow.
Fold. Skip move.
John folds the pocket twos.
Better hand.
Katie got her hand caught in the cookie jar, trying to steal those blinds.
Okay, so
Although it's not too much more for her to call. She already put,
This would be too stupid.
what was it, 21K in. Got the chips in hand. Jeremy would be a 64% favorite. Katie made this call.
85?
85.
She does. She calls. Jeremy's tournament life is at risk again.
Oh, jeez.
Ace Queen versus 10-8.
That is.
That's actually correct.
Oh, there's. Oh, wow. Top pair for Jeremy, but Katie hits trip tens.
Like, even if you wouldn't have gotten
Still alive, though.
Oh my god.
Wow. Katie's trip tens ends up taking that pot. Jeremy ends up getting eliminated on the bubble.
I had pocket
Tonight.
twos.
It's looking like they paid out the bubble. Jeremy's going to take home $80.
So we ended up shopping.
I am 5.
Oh, I thought he was like trying to tell you that he doesn't.
Like
We're now
one big-
four-handed.
Great.
Noah on the button. Flat calls with ace 6 suited. John's got pocket 4. Shoves all in.
Apparently, I've lost some money on machines.
What a flop. Yeah, you're right.
Baccarat.
Hitting that trip tens.
He's kind of gambler. When we
Can't
went
ask
to
for better there.
He's emptied his pocket. I go to the casinos when there's some.
Oh, yeah.
Plays out. I would love to see
Yeah.
fun with that, but.
We weren't doing anything less than ace
Sadie is a poker beast.
I wasn't very good. So.
Correct, she has been doing very well lately.
Okay.
What do we got here? It's like Katie still has the best hand here with Jack high. Craig is just running to a couple outs, a 10, 5, or a 2.
That's 10.
2 would be for a split pot.
What? It's just JJ.
One of those.
Katie's continuation bet wins it there.
When you have 20.
Those little pots, they add up and they add up quick.
And I said, just give me 40. And we'll give you $10 worth of 50-50. So I gave him a $50 bill, $10 worth of 50-50. He gave me $40. I went back and see him. I said, you got to give me $60 for that to make sense.
Craig now, Jack 10 offsuit on the button. He's going to pick up his aggression here. Makes it 25K.
Myself, how am I losing $10 here?
Noah's going to defend. It's like Noah still has the best hand here with Queen High. We'll see if Craig is going to continue that aggression.
Sure. There's 25. Fold.
Like he does. See our four-handed chip count here. Katie's sitting at 409K, Noah 300K, Craig 151K, and John 148K.
Option is due. Yep. That's 20.
Katie bullying the table.
I dislike that hand.
She's
more
been getting some decent hands though.
for some reason.
Queen Jack suited there.
Katie, please.
Katie now Jack 10 offsuit. Continues the aggression. 20K again. Picking up those blinds and antes. That's 20K in the pot already. Craig's going to defend though. Ooh, Katie hits an open-ended. Craig hits top pair.
That's 15.
Fires out a 15K bet. Imagine Craig's not going anywhere.
We raise
He's
to
3 bets.
5, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 bets. It looks like 50K. Nope, 45. Sorry. Craig 3 betting to 45.
Oh,
80's gonna hang around and see another card. 2 helps nobody, other than Craig maybe. He shoves all in. 81K. He's gonna make Katie pay for her draw if she wants to continue. Although she does have 2 overcards as well. 2 overcards with an open-ended. 13 outs. And none of them are grayed out either, so that means that all of those cards are in the deck. So it is a possibility to come out. Shady, do you post on a regular basis? If yes, when? I don't have a schedule so much to do these. I just, because I kind of do it in my spare time. So basically whenever I can get the editing done. I try to be as consistent as I can with the shorts. But they also do take quite a bit of time. So hopefully we'll have another tournament for this weekend ready to go. We just had one last weekend, and it's one you're not going to want to miss. It's a very interesting game. There was a professional player, believe it or not, at the table. So it was certainly a game you do not want to miss.
Fucking seriously. It
Yeah.
was great. I mean,
It hasn't been edited yet though, so I have no idea when that will be out.
It's fun.
I'll try to give you guys a heads up when that one comes out
Trailer
though.
for the world.
This one was a little bit last minute. Spare the moment. We had some issues with the exporting of the video.
Lots of traveling.
I'm glad it is.
See, Katie gets a walk.
Jack's
It's kind of painful. And I still do it there. We play to have fun now. Once in a while through the winter, we'll take a couple bar gigs, random as can be, just to get
Just have something
together
to
and
do,
have
right?
fun. Yeah, just to see the guys. It's a
Yeah.
reason to see the guys and get paid to do it.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Oh,
So Katie's gonna call. We don't see anybody's hands yet though. Little graphic delay. There we go.
players know it better than I do.
Both players have garbage hands, but it is a blind versus blind hand. Ooh, there's Katie's pair of sixes. Imagine we're probably going to see a check on the river again, unless Katie's going to fire out a bet.
9 high.
Katie has been winning quite a few pots. I'd love to see Katie's pot winning percentage, but her VPIP here is 45%, Noah 35%, Craig is at 20, John has a 17% VPIP.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm big blind? Okay.
Yep.
Played 41 hands so far.
But now that station.
Katie's on the button, King 5 offsuit,
So they're not.
fires out 25k.
Well, we're not gonna play no more.
My brother-in-law
We're not
is
making any money anymore.
My brother's a DJ.
Shady asking, does Craig play on KK Poker? I believe so. I believe he is an avid KK Poker player. Plays quite a few tournaments on there, I believe. So John defends on the big blinds.
You're the dealer.
Really a great flop for Katie. You have to admit here with 3-3 queen, you can't think that John actually hit any of that. A standard spot to just continuation bet.
I fold.
John just lets it go, and Katie picks up another pot,
I don't know.
424k. John's sitting around 8 big blinds. He's the shortest stack at the table with 97k.
Yes. 6 to 12 now.
Blinds have gone up 6,000, 12,000 with a 6,000 big blind ante.
Call. So an all in says.
John shoves all in
91
here with ace
plus-
queen offsuit.
What was that? 6 plus 91, so it would be 97 all in.
It's like Craig is giving it some thought here with king 2 suited. It's half his stack though. He lets it go. John wanted a call there, but all he's gonna get is the blinds and antes. Getting folded around to Craig. 6-4 offsuit. And he calls. Katie, queen 10 suited. Makes it 25k more. Shady's looking for roll call. Shout out to who's in the chat. Where are you from? I'm from Alberta. Yeah, let us know. Let us know where you guys are watching from. I'd love to know how far this video is getting pushed. I get messages all the time from emails and stuff about the table from people from Costa Rica and all over the world.
Couple of hands in that thing.
Ace Jack offsuit. John shoves all in here. 127k all in.
What can I squeeze that better?
Katie's got ace 9. John's got pretty much 10 big blinds. Katie doesn't look like she wants to get rid of it though, but she does. John's just gonna win the blinds and antes.
I'm not attacking your blinds, but
Shows the ace jack.
First pair I got with the queen, I'm like,
Trying to look for the respect.
Options to
I gotta love short-handed play. There's just it forces people to play hands they wouldn't typically play, and it's a real different style of game.
bet 25.
Katie on the button with pocket nines makes it 25K. John shoves the stack in. Katie quickly calls. John's got the ace nine. Katie is in great shape to win this pot. Just really has to dodge an ace from John. Here we go. That's no help, although John does have an ace of hearts. John needs the ace. He does not get it. Katie ends up eliminating John in 4th place. I believe John took home $120.
All right. John
We've got 3 players left.
Yeah.
I have to give it to him when they-
Got a dead small blind.
It was 140. 140. 3, 4, 5, and 40.
They gave me a lot.
That's a loss. Yep.
Actually, it looks like John took $140 home. Everybody folds to Craig. Take a look at our chip stacks. Katie's obviously at the top, 587K. Noah's sitting at 235K. Craig is not far behind with 186K. Both Craig and Noah are still hovering around relatively the same chip stack. Noah ends up with ace king. Katie's got ace king. Just flat calls. Ace king versus ace king. Check, check. 3 spades out on the board. Noah has the ace of spades. Curious to know if he's going to fire out a bet here. He's got a pretty good hand. Neither of the player hits anything.
Face
Oh boy.
Both players show the same hand. Split pot.
Had a free roll on the turn.
Yep.
Shady in the chat. Never understand why folks show their hands. You know, mental game, I guess, right? You know, you play it off as, you know, what you want your image to be. If you want it to, you know, maybe to look like a tighter player, or, you know, you don't want to be seen as a bully where you're going to get called down where you might be looking to bluff later on, or.
Yeah, it's basically just moving a player to a different seat. That's all. Yep. Options correct.
Shady, I'm so lonely with no one in the chat. That's right, if you're in the chat, let us know where you're from. Or even just say hi. Love to know who's here. Looks like Craig makes it 25K. Noah calls with Queen 10 offsuit. Three 10s for Noah. He's gonna slow play it a little bit. Ooh, there's Craig's king now. Pair of kings for Craig. Noah slow playing it again.
That's 25.
Craig fires out a 25K value bet. I'll call it a value bet, but little does he know, Noah's got the 10.
Raise to 55.
Noah 3 bets 55K. It's almost a min bet
Call.
from Craig's bet. Craig's not going anywhere. 9 hearts on the river gives Noah the check mark. Is Noah going to try to value bet here? Feel like he has to throw out something unless he's going to try to get Craig to push. Can Craig get away? That is the question.
80.
Noah fires out an 80K bet. Craig Craig's got quite the decision on his hands. That's pretty much all in for him. He would have 20K left behind. A top pair. He's got to think, does Noah have a 9 or a 10? Look at our chart here. Pre-flop, Craig made it 25K. Noah called. Check, check on the flop. Noah checks on the turn. Craig fires out 25K. Noah re-raises it to 55K. Craig calls. Then on the river, Noah fires out 80K. Craig calls.
Call.
Craig gets the bad news. Craig is now down to 1 big blind. He's got 20K behind. Well, pretty much 1 big blind anyway. Blinds are still at 6,000, 12,000.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
I need another.
The 6,000 big blind ante. Andy's in the big blinds. Imagine he's just going to get it in with his hand,
That makes me.
regardless of what he has.
Oh, that's abysmal.
Imagine Noah just has to call here.
2,000. Is that right?
Well, it said it's like 20 behind, so 20,000. So
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna put in 30,000 raise.
Noah's going to put Craig all in.
I think I'm gonna call.
Okay.
Yeah, Craig's got to call.
That's 14.
We don't see what he has yet, though.
Yeah.
Craig's got Queen 9 suited. Yes, absolutely. No better time to put it in. He's got himself pretty much a coin flip situation. Noah's only ahead by 2%. There's his queen. Wow, trip queens for Craig. Noah's in terrible shape now.
Oh,
Check mark for Craig. Oh, wow, there's the queen on the river. Wow, Craig gets quads. If only he had more chips behind.
wow.
Quad queens for Craig.
Last hand now, I have a little more chips to play with.
options.
Options to Noah now. He folds. Craig puts it all in. 9-7 offsuit. Imagine Katie has to call too.
28.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's always good to check.
And she
right?
does. She makes the
Actually,
call.
that's 20 right there. That can't.
Got herself another somewhat coin flip situation. Katie's ahead is 56% here.
That doesn't make sense. Oh, yes, right. Sorry. Never mind. 28 is. Yeah. Sorry.
Is it 28?
So it's
It's 28 plus his small blind, so
it's
6, so
34.
30. Yeah, sorry, 34. I forgot the small blind. Does it change your decision?
No. I don't have anything.
All right. Flipping our hands here. Got the pot all figured out.
jump it up.
44% for Craig. 56 for Katie. 75% now for Katie, although neither player really hit anything. Katie has bottom pair. Craig's still running to a 9 or a 7. Can he get it? He does! He gets it on the river! Wow!
Jeez.
Craig doubles up again. Still in this tournament. Chip in a chair, ladies and gentlemen.
16.
Craig now sitting at 74K. He's got pocket 8s now on the button. Is he going to get it in again? Third time's a charm. Here we go. Shoves his stack in here.
It's right by my computer, too, so I'm going to freeze my ass off doing it.
Katie grabbing raising chips.
Okay, so an all in and a
Looks like Katie 3-bets.
Oh,
Looks like 100K. Noah folds.
Feel good about my eight.
Katie's got pocket 9s. Oh, wow.
Really have 9 lives.
Craig's looking for his one time here.
I really feel good about
He's in rough shape. Katie has the better pocket pair.
Jump it up.
He's only run into 2 outs.
4 bucks.
Needs an 8.
it.
King's no help. Needs an 8. He does not get it. Katie gets the check mark there. Craig ends up getting eliminated in 3rd place. Third place finish for Craig.
No, you're just a big blind.
I forget what Craig took home.
Noah's dealer for small blind.
How many lives does this cat have? That's true.
Alright.
Apparently only 2.
Of course. Just the way the cards flies, and then that's over. Okay.
I'm down to do some sort of a chop situation.
Players are looking to do a chop.
Chipley for sure. Stanley's bleeding.
So I owe you.
Looking at the prize pools here. First place was 700. Second place was 500. 300 for Craig, but they all gave $20 to the bubble.
So we're 816.
So Craig is leading with $280.
Katie's at 639, and you are at.
John in 4th place left with $140.
If you wanted
It's looking like they're trying to make a deal here.
50 and 650,
Yeah. That works.
Katie's asking for 650.
Up to you guys.
That would be
on,
what, 530 for
Running all in.
Noah?
Why not?
Yeah.
balls,
Sure.
'cause
For the credit of winning, you know.
It looks like they're just gonna go all in here.
All in.
A deal has been made.
What do we got here?
Buy-ins were $120 buy-ins with we had like rebuys and add-ons. It's like a $40 buy-in, $40 rebuy, $40 add-on. Let's see. Who has anything? 4 hearts down on the board.
Oh.
It's looking like Katie's queen high is gonna take it, and that is it. Unbelievable. Katie ends up winning. I think this is her 3rd or 4th tournament she's won. Congratulations. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for the likes and subscribes. I'm your host and commentator, Dave Frazier. Good night.